Well, the wild card games are over. They were good games, but it didn't end well for these guys. Um, I'm honestly, one thing I know is I've taken this much better than I took the last two eliminations, and the reason is simple. It was a fitting end to what has been a terribly up and down season. Emphasis on terribly. Um, the sentiment was we didn't really deserve to be in the playoffs. We certainly played like it, but again, a good bit of the blame goes to the guy who was on the mound, Garrett Cole. I told Yankee fans we should have signed him, and now look what's happened. So this is the third time that Boston's eliminated us. Actually, each of the last three times Yankees and Boston face each other in the postseason, we've been eliminated by our longtime rivals, the '04 ALCS, the 2018 ALDS, and now the wild card game. But yeah, it was not a good showing from Giancarlo Stanton's high shot that we all thought was a homer, only ended up being a single. Aaron Judge being out at the plate by pretty much a mile. It was just messy overall. And like I said, I'm in a way I'm kind of relieved because the month of September didn't put me in a very bad place as a Yankees fan because I think when the winning streak was followed by a terrible skid where we just fell off and didn't even couldn't even get home field in the wild card game. I just went, this is just awful. I don't know, but yeah, but and then there's the Cardinals. That was a good pitcher's duel, wasn't it? It really was. Um, yeah, the Cardinals they actually scored first, right in the first inning. They got that run in, but nothing else happened. Justin Turner hit the home run. That was literally the only mistake Adam Wainwright made, and then Chris Taylor walks it off. It was a hell of a home run by Taylor, too, wasn't it? But yeah. So for the Cardinals, like I said, Cardinals have nothing to be ashamed of. Look how they ended the regular season. They won 17 straight games in September. Overall, they won 19 of their final 22 games to reach the postseason, even after being way behind. They just climbed the ladder and they made it. And I think it proves they can get back. They can get back again. But yeah, it was a great end to their regular season, and they have no shame. They really have no shame in the wild card. They lost to the defending champions. They had Max Scherzer on the mound. There's no shame in that. So yeah, Cardinals really should be proud of what they did this season. They should definitely be proud of their home stretch, and yeah. So the Elite Eight is filled. In the division series, we'll see Boston advance to face the Tampa Bay Rays, who are trying to get back to the World Series. Uh, and we have a first. The Giants and the Dodgers have coexisted as rivals in two coasts for 131 years. You know how many times they had played each other in the postseason? Zero. That's still, every time I say it, it's still hard to believe. Giants and Dodgers coexisted for that long. They've been rivals for that long, but they have never faced each other in the postseason. The only time they came close was the famous 1951 tiebreaker. The New York Giants and Brooklyn Dodgers, they finished tied, and of course they had different rules per league. In the American League, the tiebreaker is a single game. In the National League, it's a best of three series. And it was the best of three series between the Giants and the Dodgers, and it went to full max, and of course it ended with Bobby Thompson's famous shot heard around the world, and that was it. They had never faced each other in the postseason, mainly because the National League was bunched up back then, even in divisional play, which came 11 years after they moved from New York to California. They were both placed in the NL West, and back then only the division winner made the postseason. And the division realignment in the division series opened the door for both teams to make the postseason, but that hardly happened. So here it is, 2021, after 131 years of feuding and fussing. These two teams are finally going to face each other in the postseason, and it's going to be fun. With that, here are my predictions. Rays at 4. I think it's going to be 4 games. I don't think it's going 5, but I definitely don't think it's going to be a sweep. Rays should take down Boston in 4 games. White Sox and Houston, that's hard to predict because I don't really know what to expect from either team. I mean, the White Sox have been lucky this whole season. I mean, White Sox fans have complained a lot about Marusa. He's too old and out of touch, yet somehow they won the AL Central by a lot. And then there's Houston. They're kind of an enigma too. They're not really consistent either. So I think Houston has the home field advantage. I believe in it. Yes, there is actual home field advantage this time. No bubbles. Houston's the 2nd seed. Houston's going to beat the White Sox. I say Houston in 4. I would say 5, but I can't see the White Sox winning more than once. Yeah, Houston in 4. As far as the National League, I'll go with the Brewers and Braves first. Brewers and Braves. I'll just say it. Braves in 5. I think the Braves are going to take it. I don't think the Brewers are that complete. Look how long it took them to win the division when they had a magic number below 5. I think their magic number was 4, and they couldn't piece the wins together. And yes, the NL East is bad. Was bad this year, but the Braves are a pretty good team. I think they'll take out the Brewers. Braves in 5. Now for the granddaddy, Giants Dodgers. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting series. Giants won the season series 10-9, but it was close throughout. But even so, no matter how much the Dodgers won, they couldn't catch the Giants. It's 107. It's 107 wins versus 106 wins. 213 combined wins. That has to be a record for most combined wins between division series opponents. Yeah, I think that is because 8 years. Not 8 years. In 2018, the Red Sox won 108 and the Yankees won 100. That's 208. That's too many. But yeah, you have 213 combined wins facing each other in a best-of-5 series. That series is going 5. If it goes less than that, I'll be very surprised. But I see the Dodgers taking it. Dodgers should take it. They're going to want that payback for being unable to pass their long-time rivals. So I think the Dodgers should take the Giants out. 5 games. So to recap, Rays in 4, Astros in 4, Braves in 5, Dodgers in 5. That would set up that would set up both rematches. We would get if my predictions come true, we would get the same Final Four we got last year. Tampa Bay and Houston, and the Braves and Atlanta. We might get different outcomes. I mean, Braves and the Dodgers. We might get different outcomes. So anyway, that's my recap of the wild card games. The division series starts in just barely over 12 hours from now. The division series starts Thursday afternoon with the American League with the American League series opening. The National League opens their series on Friday, and I'll be back to recap the division series whenever that ends. Yeah, whenever that ends, I'll recap that. But I'll be back on YouTube to recap week 5 of the NFL season. If you like this video, click the like button. Subscribe if you want more. My story on Vocal about the Yankees and Cardinals eliminations will be in the description below when it's published. So with that, I say enjoy the division series, and as always, Stay tuned.